4 News Sunrise. And now, Storm Tracker 4 with meteorologist Brett Grande.
All right, let's answer that trivia question. So a thunderstorm is classified as severe when it contains hail 1 inch or greater, 57.5-mile-per-hour winds, or a tornado. Actually, it just has to be one of these three. Could be even more than one of them, but if it doesn't have either of these elements, it is not considered severe. So yeah, we've had a lot of thunderstorms this spring, but maybe not all of them were quite severe category. But fortunately, not going to see any thunderstorms in the near future for us here in the valley. Well, maybe that's not a relief because maybe we would like some rain here once again. But we're going to continue to see hot, dry weather all this next week. In fact, along the coast, those temperatures expected to top out in the low 90s, but in the upper valley, it's the low 100s where we're expected to see those highs. And the heat index across the valley expected to rise between 105 to 110. So yes, it is going to be a very hot week ahead for us here in the valley. Now today, we saw temperatures top up around 100 degrees in Harlingen. That's about 4 degrees above normal. So yes, we're going to continue with above average temperatures all week long. And it looks like we're going to continue this trend for the next couple of weeks, which is pretty standard for this time of year here in the valley. So currently 107 in Rio Grande City, 103 in McAllen, a little bit cooler in Brownsville at 94 degrees. But again, it is a bit more humid as well with 51% relative humidity in Brownsville. High pressure dominating the forecast for all of Texas. So if you do have travel plans, shouldn't run into any problems wherever you're going. If you're flying or driving across the state, we're going to continue to stay mostly clear for the entire state forecast. For tomorrow, for those winds, once again topping around 15 to 20 mile per hour sustained winds in those afternoon hours. Harlingen at 20 miles an hour. And then again on Tuesday, expecting to see a strong south-southeasterly wind, maybe even a little bit stronger by Tuesday than what we saw over the weekend. As those winds whip around that high pressure, they're going to continue to come through South Texas. So a little bit of moisture in southern Louisiana, but notice most of Texas, just a few light sprinkles here and there. But for the most part, not going to see any significant rainfall in the near future. As for what we can expect in our neck of the woods for the hurricane outlook, well, not too much going on out there either. Gulf is looking calm, Atlantic looking calm, although we are seeing some activity in the Pacific this year. The Atlantic remains rather clear. As for the Gulf waters here, pretty nice out there if you want to go take a dip. And the temperatures in the low 80s, a little bit of chop out on the water with those breezy conditions out of the south tomorrow, expected to rise around 19 miles an hour. So for the lower valley tomorrow, 92 at South Padre Island, 98 in Harlingen with a few clouds here and there, but along the coast in Port Mansfield, 94 degrees, 98 in Raymondville, and then triple digits in the upper valley, 102 in McAllen, and then into Starr County, 104 in Rio Grande City, 105 in Roma. Very similar to what we saw today. So plenty of sunshine for all this next week, plenty of heat as well. Temperatures expected right around that century mark on average across the valley, and then overnight you're talking temperatures in the upper 70s. So make sure if you're going to be outside, you're staying hydrated and lathering up that sunscreen. You don't want to get burnt out there. Hey, you can find me online as well, Twitter at BrettKGBT, Facebook, Brett Grande, Action 4 News.
It was almost a perfect 100 across the board on that extended forecast.
I know, just one day. But some of us are going to be a little bit warmer than that in the upper valley for sure.
All right, thanks, Brett. Now, coming up next on Action 4 News Weekend, a Utah man's love of balloons has resulted in